people? What's up, everybody? What's up? Like I just did a video about abusive relationships, and I wanted to do another one that really got to me. Was I wanted to do this one so long right after I did the Josh Powell video about about marriage, about people who are married and they killing their spouse, like like the whole Josh Powell, and I don't see how the hell the police would fuck up on this one big. It's like, well, they fucked up big time on this one. Like the evidence was pointing right to him. Why would you take your kids out at 9 o'clock at night on a cold night to go camping? Usually you go camping in the spring or the summer, mainly the summer. And one of the kids already knew that, told that his mom, they stopped somewhere and dropped mommy off, and mommy never came back. Now he killed his wife. Now every relate, like I watch 20/20, 48 hours in Dayline. I'm always watching the crime TV, true TV, court TV, whatever. And they tell these stories about these damn married people, and it's always the same MO. It's always the same MO. If you ever looked at these damn murders about spouses murdering each other, it's always the same MO. It's either about money, they got lovers, or they just don't want to go through a divorce. And it's all about that. But mainly, it's more about the divorce part. Like one thing is, there's more people. Like to me, I think there's more when they start killing their spouses. It's because they don't want to go through the divorce. Then like it's like the top three. To me, I get it's like my top three of the reason why these people do it. Number one is the divorce. That's the top one. That's the very top. Number one, the top of the list was the divorce. The reason why is because people don't want to pay alimony. They damn sure don't want to pay child support. So what they're gonna do? Plus, they don't want their children taken away. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna end up killing their spouses because they don't want to go through all that. Second one is lovers. Lovers. The reason why lovers is second is because there are more spouses out there cheating on their spouses, and they fall in love with they mistress or whoever the guy is, the little boy toy shit. So they get this shit caught up in their head. Well, I don't want to go through a nasty divorce. He or she gets all of this and that. So they kill the spouse and all this and that so they can be with the lover. And the third one, the third final one that's at the bottom of my list is money. Money just for the what was it, the insurance money. I said y'all like one thing is this one thing police need to realize when they invest these damn crimes about murder in a marriage. Oh, the wife is murdered. Oh, the husband's murdered. The three top things that they need to come to their attention is the divorce, is the fucking lover, and the fucking money. They don't never think about that. They ask the spouse, oh, what was you this day, and they overlook after they grill the shit out the spouse. Then they move on to look around. No, you should have stayed on. Like certain marriages, you should have stayed on there. Like I've seen an episode where this woman was very beautiful. Her and her husband was trying to get a reality. She said her and her husband were trying to get a reality show, and this girl set it up where her husband set up to hire a hitman to get rid of him because of money, because she want to be on TV. And it's fucked up that these people do this. They kill their spouse because they got somebody on the side, and they got someone. They want that insurance money, or they don't want to go through a nasty divorce and lose their kids. And that's one thing that we need to realize, man. Why do people do this? To me, you ain't hard like the smart people. Like there's people like one thing is you always see there's some marriages where they ends because they don't like they fell out of love. I said, look, man, we fell out of love. But I think, well, let's be friends. I said, look, we share the kids. Let's don't badmouth each other around the kids because we don't want them growing up hating on one of us. Those those ones, them, the ones that sit there and divorce on a good note, leave the marriage on a good note. Those are the ones that's gonna succeed in life because the kids are not gonna grow up hating them like, oh, my mom and dad divorced, cool. Oh, I'm sad that mom and dad. It's like when they grow up, they starting to understand. Well, your mom still, I still love your mom as a friend, but even though we're not together, but motherfuckers, other motherfuckers. Okay, it's like this. 80%. That's like 80% of marriage people kill their spouses because of money, divorce, or fucking lovers. The 20% of married people never killed their spouse because of those three things. They leave the marriage because they either fell out in love or no, just mainly they fell out in love. They just left. It was like okay, or marriage wasn't good, or the marriage wasn't right for them. That's that 20% is a small number, but it's basically the bigger numbers. That 80% that bothers the shit out of me. Like I sit there and I was like, and plus the second thing is I'm always watching these cases where these women go to jail for killing their husbands because of abuse. Like that Winkler, like the Winkler woman. I was saying, what the fuck, Winkler woman? Yeah, the woman that was married to a preacher, and she sitting up there telling the people that the preacher was beating her ass and making her wear stripper clothes and shit. So she shot him. And it was happening in my own damn state. My own damn state. And it was kind of fucked up with her. Now look it up. Now look this story up. The Winkler case. The Winkler. Not Henry Winkler, but a Winkler case. About a Winkler pastor's wife killing him. And then there was now after I heard that story, I said, damn, that's fucked up right there. She can't say, you know what? If it's abuse, I could understand that she killed him because it was abuse and ain't nobody won't help her. But you know, she did take a life though. There's your pros and cons. Like he been busting her ass and all like that, making her wear stripper clothes, and he a preacher, but she killed a man. But then after I heard of this shit, and I gave my little thoughts. I said, you know what, man, I couldn't do that to this woman. She been through hell and back. Why put her in prison? And this one really made me change my mind. Is where I heard the same story, but different about a 80-year-old woman, 80 or 60-year-old woman, sitting off in a jail cell that's been sitting in there since the what 50s or 60s or something like that for a long time, like for a long time. It's like she was in prison before. I think she was in there since I was 80s. I think she been in there for like 30 years, 40 years, something like that. And I sat up and I heard her story, and she said she did the same thing. She killed her husband because of abuse. I say she been in prison for that damn long. And it made me think, I say, it's awfully fucked up, dog. Except both of them was white. I ain't accusing, I ain't trying to be racist, but, and both of them was white, not kidding. It got me wondering. I said, it's kind of bullshit, though. I was like, well, the preacher wife is sitting there walking the street and got custody of her kids. I said, this 80, 60 or 80-year-old woman is sitting up in a damn prison cell on death fucking row. How the fuck did that happen? And both of their stories are the same thing, except the 60 or 80-year woman wasn't married to a preacher, but her husband was beating her ass. Self-defense, and then she sits off in jail. She sits off in prison. How does that work out when two ladies did the exact same thing? One is old, one is young, same race, same fucking MO, defense, self-defense. How does that work out? And the young one, the Winkler one, gets out and gets custody of her kids. That never makes no sense, but and that's all it is, man. That's all it is, man. It's where you always see in these damn relationships where like what was there was a soldier down here. I think he was like in Fort Campbell or somewhere. Like it's between Fort Campbell and like either Kentucky or Tennessee because the mother, the soldier's wife, tried to kill him and her kids, trying to get that insurance money. And he was in the army. and it's getting bad. And it gets bad in these damn relate. It gets bad in this over the years, and they doing cases that's back from the '80s where it's the same thing. Women and men killing their spouses because of money, because they're mistress or mister whatever, their lovers, or they just don't want to go through the divorce. I don't see the problem why you can't go through divorce. If there's kids involved, I feel sorry for you. 50-50 custody, that's all I gotta say on that one. But to kill somebody, to take somebody's life because of money and your lover, or just because you don't want to go through a divorce, is very ignorant to just to take somebody's life. To me, it's more important. To me, it's like this. To me, it's like this. Which is more important, your freedom or the death of your spouse? The first thing they say, well, it's my spouse, and I say, what's more important to me is my freedom and killing my spouse. No, it's not. It's still like, to me, if I was in that situation, if I was married, and then we had kids, look, I'd rather go through that for divorce, man, than trying to kill my spouse. Because one thing is, what's the use of killing somebody and spending the rest of my life in prison and having my kids taken away from me? Because you're gonna be that ignorant just to kill somebody, take somebody's life because you don't want to go through a damn divorce, just because you got your level yelling in your ear that they want you to kill your spouse. Then you got money, insurance money that you want to get because you broke. It makes no sense of killing your spouse because of those three damn things. I say now, and it fucks me up that people get married for these three reasons. People say no, they don't. They get married for the no, no. Think about it. Wait about like 5 or 6 years down the line. Then that's when their mind started working. When that damn child started hitting 5 or 6 years old, about his 7. And I sit up here and I look at it, man. It's like, why would you? And it's more fucked up about it. Murder, money, and divorce, man. It never makes no sense. It really got me where with people. I watch these people. I've seen so many people die. Like I ain't been at the crime scene. I ain't found nothing. It's just seeing all these people, seeing all these people where they die because they spouse wanted that money, they wanted their lover, they wanted their freedom, they wanted their freedom taken away from them. Oh, I'm free from such and such, such and such. No, you're not. You're gonna be sitting up in the jail shaking your ass raped because you stupid enough to take somebody's life over shit that you don't need in your life. If you want to get out of marriage, it's time to go through the divorce instead of killing somebody and losing your freedom and your kids. Because one thing is, your kids gonna grow up in foster care, or your parents are gonna raise your kids. It's gonna be kind of fucked up when your kids get old enough and they realize, like, my mommy killed my daddy and my daddy killed my mommy. And it's fucked up that these kids gotta find out their parents killed each other because of they wanted money, they didn't want to go through divorce, they didn't want to sit up there, and they want to go with their lover and all this and shit and this and that. It's sick, it's stupid, it's retarded. Just to do this, just to take somebody's life because of money, lovers, and don't want to go through divorce. To me, I'd rather go through the divorce than sit up here and take my spouse's life because of ignorance. Think I'm bullshit. Once 20, you think I'm bullshitting about this? Why should be another? Like I ain't trying to be racist. Watch Dateline, watch Dateline, 2020 or 48 hours. And I bet you, watch these court TV and this True TV. They have these Dateline 2024 and all that kid. I bet you won't find one black couple on there. I've actually seen it where there's actually black folks that does it too, but they never show it. Black folks do it too, but not as much as white folks do it. Black folks do the same thing when they're in these marriages. When they got money, they just don't all this and that. They do the same thing as white folks, but you see more whites do it than blacks. But you always see the black story. You always see the white stories on 2020 Dayline in 48 hours. I'm not playing. Check it out. If there's more white stories about a white couple and one of them killed one of their spouses, you see what I mean? There's gonna be more stories about the white couple than the black couple. That's kind of fucked up. It's not me being racist. It's the networks of being racist. But you catch what I'm saying. Why would you kill somebody over bullshit that you don't need in your life? If you got your kids and you taking care of your kids, or you not got, or you don't got no kids, and you kill because of whatever on the side, then you doing enough to get killed in the prison. Because that's retarded to do all that just because you think it's all good in the hood, just to take a life because you think it's wonderful to do. And I think it's kind of fucked up, man. Because that's how I see it. I'm not even married, and like I said, if the police are going to do these investigations, it's better for them to grill the shit out of the spouse. If they got a good ass alibi, and then you check they damn phone records to see who the fuck they was talking to, and this all checks out, they ain't been doing shit but minding their business on the other side of town or in another state, then they in the clear. But sometimes fuckers don't do that. They don't even investigate, do the great investigation and shit. They overlook them. They end up like Josh Powell. He killed his wife and his kids. Now that's fucked up. A man killed his wife and his kids because damn people overlook shit, and that's how it is. The police overlook shit, and kids end up dead. But you know what, man? That's how I see it at night, man. You kill people for the stupidest reason. People kill each other for stupid ass reasons. I'm gonna do another video about that, about people killing people over stupid shit. That I'm tired of black folks doing. I'm tired of white folks doing. I'm tired of Latinos doing. Certain, like not all of them, but some of them. But that's a different video. Now, if you like what I got to say, leave a good comment or a video response, because some people gonna, you're a racist because of what you saying. It's just white folks. I ain't the one that's saying it. It's just these networks love to play it. Love to play about white folks killing their spouses. They don't show black folks. That's what's the fucked up part. They always play the white stories, never the black stories. Come on now. But if you don't like what I got to say, then don't watch my videos. Follow me on Twitter at AfroJoeTheWookie. Make sure you check out Mother Wookie's channel on YouTube at Mother Wookie. Peace, love, and Afro Grease.